Hey guys, welcome back. Just came back out with another little video here. I wanted to discuss the first team that has made what would normally be considered the conference finals, but this year with the shortened season and the different divisions, it's just called the semifinals. And wow, they and I've heard for the longest time the whole debate about whether or not it should be divisional matchups or like the 1-4, 2-3, the divisional matchups like we've seen the last few years, with the division semifinals, the division finals with the two wild card teams, and or well, they should just go back to the 1 versus 8 format. You won't get you won't get these lower seeds that'll keep winning. Um, well, yeah, it's interesting when I hear people talk that oh, we should go back to the 1-8 format because you wouldn't see all these upsets. Are you sure? Because I remember seeing a lot of upsets even in the old 1-8 format. 2012 LA Kings, anyone? Need I say more? Or even back in oh, was it 2006, the Edmonton Oilers, weren't they? I think they were a number 7 seed. I think they were a 7. They were either a 7 seed or an 8 seed too, and they went all the way to the finals. The 2012 LA Kings, number 8 seed, beat the number they beat the number 1 seed, the number 2 seed, and the number 3 seed to go all the way to the finals and then win the Stanley Cup. So when I always hear people talk about, well, we should go back to the 1-8, go back to the old 1 versus 8, 2-7, 3-6, 4-5 format. It's like, oh, it's you're not going to see all these upsets. Uh, mm, I beg to differ. I like the divisional setup. The divisional setup, I think, is really cool. I mean, even the way the wild card setup is, you can have a team from one division kind of play and go cross divisional, because if you have 5 teams in one division and 3 in another, then one of those wild card teams ends up playing the winner of the other division, so they kind of transfer divisions and they end up playing in that division's playoffs for the first 2 rounds. And I like the old division setup. And I mean, I was a huge fan of it when it was the old Norris, Smythe, Adams, and Patrick divisions. I loved that. It was really cool because I mean, you had I mean, me being here in Minnesota, Minnesota North Stars, they were a number 4 seed, and they ended up they beat the Chicago Blackhawks in the first round in the Norris Division semifinals. Then they beat the St. Louis Blues in the Norris Division final. And then in the old Campbell Conference final, they beat the defending champion Edmonton Oilers to end up in the finals. And unfortunately, they lost to the excuse me, to the Pittsburgh Penguins, but they still got there, and it was something else. I mean, it was really cool. And the last time that a Canadian team won the Stanley Cup, it was, of course, that's why I'm wearing these guys, the Montreal Canadiens. Now, of course, this is the reverse retro. Of course, I have the home one. I love both of these. This needs to be a third. They need to keep this because this is phenomenal. But back to 1993. What was I? I was a sophomore in high school, I believe. And yeah, 92, 93, no, maybe, yeah, I think I was a sophomore in high school. Either a freshman or a sophomore, one of the two. Sometimes, maybe dating myself a little bit there, me and my old age getting older. But I remember And not many people, look at who ended up being the final four teams in 1993. When you talk about, the divisional setup, because then in 94 is when they went to the 1 versus 8 format, and they had that for a long time. But I always loved the divisional matchups. It was something else. All four teams that played in the conference finals that year were number 3 seeds. And, you had the Toronto Maple Leafs. They were a number 3 seed out of the Norris Division. The LA Kings were a number 3 seed out of the Smythe Division. Montreal, of course, was a number 3 seed out of the Adams Division. I was trying to remember which one they were in. And the New York Islanders, who came out of the Patrick Division, they were all number 3 seeds. The New York Islanders, they kind of came out of nowhere in 93. They upset the Penguins when the Penguins were going for 3 in a row. And it was looking like, is there any team that could beat Pittsburgh? Well, the New York Islanders did in 93. Of course, they did it again this year. This has an interesting feeling of an old 1993 feel to it. Because, now the Montreal Canadiens, they're not a 3 seed, they're a 4 seed. They were the number 4 seed in the North Division. Of course, Kings of the North, why wouldn't it be the 24-time Stanley Cup champions? They're a number 4 seed. Now you got the New York Islanders, who could potentially also advance. We'll know that probably in another couple days. They're up in their series right now. But you could have potentially 2 of the teams from 1993 in the semifinals again. And now, are a lot of people giving Montreal a chance in the semifinals? Not really. And they got to play either Colorado or Vegas. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. With Carey Price though, who knows? I would love. I'm from Minnesota. Not many people would think. Why would you want a Canadian team to win again? I'd love to see a Canadian team win again. I'd love to see a Canadian team end up back in the finals. A Canadian team hasn't made the finals since 2006. So I would love to see it again. I would love to see a Canadian team win the Cup. Could Montreal do it? The way they're playing, maybe, but it would be an uphill climb. To have to play either Colorado or Vegas, the way they're playing, boy, I don't know. It would be very interesting, and they're getting some rest now. So they're able to rest some of their guys. If they, some of their guys are banged up, they'll have a chance to rest some of their guys. So this might help them. And they're going on the road, obviously. They're either going to be going to Colorado or they're going to Vegas. And that series is all knotted up right now. And that's turned into a pretty decent series. So it'll be interesting to see, what these guys can do. Can they keep this run going? This has been a hell of a Cinderella run. And I wouldn't mind seeing it continue all the way to the finals. Why not have them hit the quarter mark? Cup number 25, maybe. Who knows? We'll have to find out. But I just figured I'd come on here and do a little discussion on that, and yeah, 4-0 over Winnipeg. They made it look. With the exception of Game 4, they made it look easy. They made Winnipeg look like I mean, they ate Winnipeg's lunch. I mean, they just did. They ate their lunch basically. It's like they knocked them down in the schoolyard and took their lunch money. 4 games to nothing. But but yeah, just crazy. Well, that I will wrap it up there. And if anybody out there, anybody new that's that's comes across this video, takes a watch, sees any one of my videos, don't be afraid to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'd love to know your guys' thoughts. How do you think Montreal is going to do? Could they possibly keep this run going? Could they legitimately make the Stanley Cup Finals in 2021? Could this Cinderella story of the number 4 seed in the North Division, can they keep this run going? Love to hear your thoughts. And again, for the people who have subscribed, I appreciate it very much. Love you guys. And for anybody new that comes across this video, if you like it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to, you can hit the little bell there. And yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on if the Montreal Canadiens can keep this little run going. And again, I love underdog stories. They're fun to watch. So again, let me know what you guys think. If anybody that's just cruising around YouTube, you happen upon this video and you like it, don't forget, hit the like button if you want, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell if you want, and I will talk to you guys again real soon.